Hey guys, what's going on? I put out a Bitcoin analysis video yesterday. So because of that, I'm not going to go over the entire price history of Bitcoin starting on the higher time frame and break all these levels down for you. If you want that, just watch yesterday's video. I'll put a link to it in the description. And in that video, I kind of give you a macro overview of the Bitcoin price history. But for now, I just want to kind of pick up where I left off on yesterday's video. So I'm going to change this down to the daily time frame now. Actually, before I get into this, a couple things. If you're not subscribed and you want to get notified when I release these videos, I'm doing about 2 or 3 videos every single day. Just click subscribe, click the bell, click on all. And if you want a place to trade Bitcoin and any of the other assets that I talk about in these videos, I put a link to the exchange that I'm personally using in the pinned comment and the description. Now, you may need a VPN to access it, depending on where you are. So I put a link to a VPN also in the pinned comment and the description. And on this exchange, KYC is completely optional. Okay, so picking up where I left off, in yesterday's video, I actually mentioned that it's a high likelihood that the price come down here right towards this wick here. And the reason I anticipated that the market makers would bring the price down is because of this. Okay, so I showed you this. And at the time, the price was up here, and we had this liquidation level going across, right? So just to kind of show you how this works, as the price comes down, you see this kind of neon green bar, it stops. As the price comes through it, it stops. Again, here, this was solid, price came through it, it stopped. This is showing areas where traders, leverage traders are getting liquidated, right? So price came down, knocked all these traders out, keeps coming down, knocked all these guys out. And in yesterday's video, these lines were solid all the way across, but now you see the market makers brought the price down and these guys got liquidated. And what you can see now is we have some bars forming at the top, right? So I'm going to change the time frame here, go down to the weekly. Oh, sorry, we were just on the weekly. Now this is a 3-day. And now you see there's a lot of leverage shorters that have taken positions up here. So it's actually quite common that when you have these solid green bars and if there's a lot of liquidity, the price will end up coming up and taking them out. Okay, so it's good to note that we do have here's almost $15 million of liquidation leverage at 26,343. Below that, another 15 million at 26,241, and so on and so forth. So you can consider this range as a target. So I'm going to take note of that, 26,350. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over here, I'm going to look at the chart. Okay, so that was on the 3-day time frame. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take this down to the 1 hour, and let's see if I have any price confluence at that level. So right here, this is 26,342 roughly. And you see this level here lines up with these two where these two candle bodies intersect. So this is going to be a potential target for me. I have confluence with the price, and I have confluence with knowing that this is a level liquidation level. Okay, so if you're a market maker and you're able to push the market in either direction, and you see all these liquidations up here, and you have the ability to push it up, especially if you're maybe an exchange owner, right? And when people get liquidated, it's very profitable for you. So keep in mind that people will benefit if the price comes up here and takes this level out, okay? So again, that's 26,350. Now, I'm not saying it's going to go there, and I'm personally not going to enter a long right now until this criteria is met. So I'm going to zoom back out to the daily time frame, and you'll see here we have this horizontal support level, and this was where the candle bodies were closing above for about 10 days or so. So the price would wick down, but before the candle closed, buyers would step in and defend this level. Well, yesterday we lost this level. Actually, 2 days ago we lost this level. This was the first candle body closed below. Then the following day, price pushed up, sellers came in, pushed it back down, candle body closed below. So right now, I'm not going to consider taking a short-term long position until I see a daily candle close above this horizontal level. And this level, just to make it the most accurate, I would say is going to be 25,997. Okay, so about 26,000. So if I see a daily candle close above here, then I may enter a long position and target this 26,350 range. Although that's not going to give me that great of a return because, my price target is very conservative. Now, another reason why I'm hesitant to take longs here, because this is basically my upside target. It's not that far from where we are. We're below this horizontal line, but also I just showed you the liquidity levels here and the liquidation levels, but this is for the 3-day time frame. If I zoom out to the weekly, it's going to look similar. So we've taken out the leverage longs here, but if I look at a 3-month chart, so for example, I'll find that for you here. This is the liquidity range on a 3-month. Okay, this is 3 months, 6 month, and 1 year. But look at this right here. Look at this massive liquidity pool rate. I think this is probably around 24,005 to 23,005. This range right here. That's a big target, guys. That's a big target. So if I was the one moving the market, what I might do is pump it up to 26,350, take out those leverage shorters, then move it back down here, take out these leverage longs. And then there's a lot of liquidity here. So if the big money wanted to get in, there's going to be a lot of sell orders here if the price breaches this range, and they'll be able to fill up their bags. And then once they do that, I would anticipate a push up to the upside. Okay, so reverting back to the price chart. I mean, yeah, this is kind of playing out how we expected. Came up, got rejected right here, came back down. Losing this is a pretty big sign of weakness, but in the last video I did mention that there was a target right around here. We came down to hit it. Now the two targets are going to be 26,350 as I mentioned, and down around 23,500 to 24,500, around that range. So maybe a push up, but the daily candle closes as a wick and a candle body below here, then a push down to hit that larger liquidity pool on the 3-month time frame. Anyway, that's just how I'm seeing it right now. Just to recap, obviously I have my long-term portfolio stored away on a ledger, but to enter a short-term trade on Bitcoin, for me, not just yet. If the price does go down to around 23,005, 24,005, then yes. And actually, I forgot to mention, I'm going to zoom out to the weekly time frame, and if the price does go down there, here's kind of how I expect it to play out. So we have this very important level, this horizontal resistance line right here. Actually, I'll move it down a little bit. Right here at the top of these two candle bodies, here and here, this is the level that I would look to. It's 24,400, about 24,400, okay? So I do not want to see a candle body close below here. If a candle body closes below here, I think the chart's in trouble. But what I would expect to see if the price does come down to this range is maybe a pretty harsh sell-off, but the candle body on the weekly time frame closing above this $24,400 level, right? So a wick down, candle body close, and if that's what I see, if that candle prints and we take out that large liquidity pool, then that's when I'm going to enter a larger long position for a swing trade, right? So yeah, I hope that makes sense. Anyway, if you guys found this helpful, click subscribe, click the bell, click on all. If you like the video, drop a like. And if you want a place to trade Bitcoin and all the other coins that I talk about, the link for the exchange that I use personally is in the pinned comment and the description, along with the promotion on a VPN that you may need depending on your current location. All right, guys, have a good evening. Take care. Bye.